Yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
The escape pod.
Love. Welcome back to Turnstyle Records presents The Escape Pod.
I'm Timmy Taco Ramen.
I'm Sean Enough.
And I'm Jezbot. And today, Tim will not be eating ramen soup.
I am eating ramen soup currently. It's
Let's just
delicious. It's from across the road. We're not going to take a break.
Just
no.
a quick five. Take a five.
No,
so
I'll
you
take
can-
a quick sip. Ready? It's comforting.
Rameny.
Yeah, it is. Do you boys like a ramen?
What is it?
You don't know ramen?
What is it?
It's like a Japanese style soup with noodles, chickens. What are these
MSG?
things? The green ones.
Snow
Beans.
peas.
And what's that one?
That's an onion.
Bok choy.
Oh.
Do like a bit of bok choy.
Bok choy, yeah.
Well, we're off to a flying start.
Yes.
Did you watch a royal wedding?
I didn't watch a royal wedding. No.
Well,
So, wait, is this a royal wedding episode?
no, it's
Oh,
definitely not.
okay.
There was a wetiquette scenario, though. I'm sure everyone's aware of it by now.
Yeah. Enlighten us.
Well, the
me.
the priest, the American priest, went off book.
Off book.
Off book. He had his pre-planned speech, I would say.
He was American, not English.
There was both kinds,
All right.
country and western.
Okay.
Yep.
And he was, I don't know, Baptist dude, black guy.
Okay.
So typical sort of
Pretty cool.
preacher. Well, he started off cool,
Yep.
but then he went off book, and he was practicing his tight 25
Was
on
it like
a
the
billion
Blues Brothers
people.
wedding?
No, it was not.
Okay.
It was not. Do yourselves a favour. Check it out on YouTube. Very embarrassing. I could only watch it in minute spurts. I was going, oh no.
Oh, did you
he's still
tape it?
No, well, I was. Cassie wanted to watch it. I went, all right. We'll
You
watch
were
the
suffering
wedding.
for him.
Was did you talk about the Princess Diana wedding? Do you remember
have
watching
I?
that? With
yeah.
Cass, I meant. Like you were sitting there, you're watching the royal wedding. You would have said to her at one point, "Geez, the last wedding I saw at a royal wedding was Di and
The last one was with
What's his name?
the Hot Pants Houlihan. In the dress.
Oh yeah,
Dress
that's
chick.
right. Okay, yep.
Hot Pants Houlihan.
Yeah.
Do we have we got any conspiracy theories emerging from the?
I didn't know the royals were so interwoven with the cast of MASH.
Oh, well, everything, I relate
everything
everything
is,
back to
yeah.
MASH. But the sister that stole the show, another show stealer, on the last wedding.
It was a sister. There was a sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's right.
she
Yeah.
wore that dress, and that's all that.
Oh, the
anyone-
Tasmanian princess.
No, that's another one. That's the
another one.
Danish one.
Oh, Danish, yeah.
So yeah, I'll get
Do we
around.
get to
I'll
own
watch a
her?
wedding.
Is she ours?
Yeah, she's definitely ours,
Okay.
100%.
She's part of the colonies. Anyway.
I'm going to be the first to put my hand up here and say that we're severely underqualified to be discussing royal
I think
matters.
we
Yeah, I
are
think
too.
so.
I think we are
All
too.
weddings.
Yeah, no, I've had one.
Oh, yeah.
You've had one.
You've had a wedding, yes. But you've been to a lot of weddings as well. You
I
DJ
did 15
weddings.
weddings last year.
Wow.
And it's like a mixed bag of three options. You've got your tradish,
Okay,
you've got your non-tradish,
right.
which
Are you going to
would,
break these down, or what's
well,
your
everybody knows
tradition?
your traditional. You hit your marks. You got your first dance. You got your cake cut.
Okay.
You got your thank you speeches. Blah blah blah. In a particular order, in a particular way.
And those are the ones you play for about 25 minutes, yeah?
all in
all
all,
up.
yeah, the last 25 minutes is sort of left for dance party time, and everybody wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yep, bring out the cheeseburgers.
And now the middle ground,
Was
non-traditional.
non-tradish, where they try to break all the rules, and they do a dance routine to the song. They come skipping into "Oh What a Night" or something
yes.
like that. Like
Flash
mobs.
mobs. Yeah.
flash mobs.
Or bare feet on the beach or something.
Yep, and then they come straight in. They dance in, then they go cake cut, then they go speeches, and then the rest is party. They go zip,
So that's
zip,
a-
zip, zip, zap.
But that's a good one. I think I had a non-tradition, I would say.
And then you've got ones that try to do a mix of both, but don't quite get either one right.
The wedding fusion.
Yeah, too many rellos, not enough fellows.
Aha.
You know,
Aha. Because you want the party to kick off after the speeches.
you want to dance
or
the whole
you
time,
want to
surely.
dance?
You want to remember that as one of those things. Now, as we're talking about gigs, I've just this very moment got back from my son Mason's first gig.
Okay.
He had the school concert across the road.
Look out. Big up, Mason.
was pretty good. He did all right. He's got the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Got the rhythms. Yep.
But we went into the classroom, and have I got my phone on me? No, I don't. Went into the classroom and checked out the board, and some of the grade preps have better handwriting than you, Jeremy.
Well, that's
Probably spelling too, no doubt.
No doubt.
Oh, they're getting taught way better than
They're
what I
getting
did.
taught without
Yeah,
spell
and
check.
that wasn't a personal insult either.
No, I didn't take it as one.
No, I didn't think so.
All right, should I go get my phone so you can show you what the handwriting looks like?
All right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Also, I think I got let down massively with the math side of teaching back in the day.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's hard to make it interesting, you know, and it's one of those things that you really don't see the value of until much later in life. It's one of the things in school, you know, when presented with algebraic equations, you quite typically can say, you know, when am I ever going to use this?
gonna use
I remember
this?
hearing something in high school which I thought rang true, which was the only people that use the things you learn in the maths textbooks are maths teachers.
Yes. The old catch-22.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily the case. You know, as
Honestly.
you get older and wiser, and you maybe want to learn mysteries of the universe, you realise you need to know maths to know physics.
Oh, yeah, you do, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Or like to balance your checkbook.
That's right.
Or you like to count your coins.
To survive.
Yeah. Catch that scratch. that you're
Yes,
not
I'm
making.
looking at your phone. Thanks there, Tim.
Do you want to say Sean Enough, the handwriting?
I mean, if that's what my handwriting's like, you can go fuck yourself.
So this is writing from a
Great prep.
grade prep.
Yep. Can you read that?
I can.
I think it says I am a lizard, isn't it?
Yeah, my lizard
Oh,
has green scales.
okay.
My lizard has 4 legs. My lizard, it has scales. Reaffirming the fact that it has scales.
This fucking idiot.
My lizard is a normal lizard.
My lizard has a red tongue, ruling out
Blue
the
tongues.
possibility that it could be a blue tongue.
Correct.
So
And didn't mention any kind of frills. So
No-
it's
no
not a
frills.
Frill neck lizard.
So that rules it out. But there's many lizards that it could be an iguana.
Could be.
I'm not so sure.
They're quite large, aren't they?
What is this kid that has such an obscure lizard?
I think they all had lizards. I just took a photo of the worst handwriting on the wall and graded it to Jeremy's handwriting.
Oh, I thought that was a
Thanks, Tim.
Yeah,
a
but it was
genuine
just-
presentation of
No,
fine.
I think you've got me all wrong, because when you see my scribblings from a madman, this is when I'm, in some sort of haze, writing down ideas for the escape pod, and then
Sean,
you see
Sean.
you see that frantic writing, like it's
Let's have a
It
look.
is.
Let's have a look. You've got some actual
You're
writing
writing
there.
from the dome.
Give
It's
us a
like writing in tongues. You sort of
Yeah, that's right.
you're mediating the divine to put
With
down this
shorthand.
brilliance
Let's see if
for
I
the
can read
podcast.
some of Jeremy's notes.
Okay.
I am a mincer. I am scaly. My hands are too rough to touch a naked woman's body.
Yes.
Yep. There you go. I won't read from your notes out loud, but we're in
we
the.
don't want to blow the surprise on all my brilliant notes.
Oh yeah, all your great ideas.
Yeah.
But we're in the hall, and I'm looking around. Look, and in the entire hall, maybe 350 patrons there. 2 beards.
2 beards.
2 beards, which is highly irregular.
On preps.
Let's take it back a minute from the parents
Yeah.
in the audience. Yeah, 2 beards, and I thought that was quite strange because I thought beards were it and a bit.
Well, we were discussing this yesterday at the that other event that we went to.
Yeah.
Shall not be named. I was the only person with a ponytail again, and a beard.
How does that feel? Do you look around and do that? Like, oh, I'm the only guy.
Yeah.
Look at
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Was it what you noticed that?
I notice that the ponytail's getting a little too long and needs to be cut. It's not 1990 anymore.
Yeah.
Sounds like the voice of your wife.
Personal thing. It's a personal thing.
Cass likes the long hair.
So the fact that no one else had it made you self-conscious of the fact that you were
I must be standing out. 'Cause
Standing out.
There's only one dude with a ponytail.
yeah.
And do we do these things for attention? That's the real question here.
I do it out of laziness.
Or identity, you know. And if that's the case,
Look,
then
I've got no identity in the ponytail.
no attachment.
No attachment. It's come and gone over the years. I grow it back. I cut it off. I grow it back.
Yep.
Yeah, I just think that.
Would you cut it off right now on air for $50?
Nah, not 50.
I thought we had a scoop.
no,
A scoop, yeah.
$50.
I'm not talking about my ramen, which I'll.
But that could be a good earner, little earner. You know, it's a rather, you know, it's a lush ponytail. You know, you could whip up a few funds for for your favourite charity to get that chopped off.
Yeah.
Does it get to the? Does it actually get to the sick people, the charity money, or do they just
I think
build
we've had
the
this
buildings?
discussion.
Have we?
But
Okay.
I think generally a little bit does,
Okay.
but not as much as you'd like.
You want to be donating to actual research, not the awareness of the problem.
Yep.
Yeah, because they've just buying posters.
Yeah.
We're all aware of it. Now what?
That's right.
Now let's fix it.
Yeah, now we've got money.
We have some more money.
Yeah, we're going to need more money. Because that took us that much money to work out that we need to fix the problem.
But I will be saying at next function, I will have had a haircut and a shave because I noticed I was very unshorn, Sean enough.
Yep. That can happen.
I
That
was
can
not shorn enough.
Okay, yeah, I see what you did there.
Did you?
But we're
Sean, did you say it?
That was pretty good.
It was actually.
I like all either haircut related or Sean related jokes.
So it was actually a funeral. So we're walking through one of the aisleways where they have all the plaques and the memorial plaques. So I guess the ashes aren't in there, but they just have a
it's
spot.
just a spot, yeah.
And there's like 1,000 plaques all the way down the hallway.
And very high as well.
Yeah, it's getting up there.
Yep.
About the size of a brick, you know.
Yeah.
And we get down there and have a look-see, and one of them has a sticker on it from management at the funeral joint cemetery, I guess it was.
Yeah, I guess.
This plaque is about to expire. Please see management immediately. So you got to, do you have to pay ongoing rates for a hole?
You could lease it for 80 years or something. And
Yeah.
then you have to
The hole or the plaque?
The plaque.
Because...
Yeah.
I think
You
it's
must.
a cheaper way out of being buried near the roses or under
But
the
it's
tree.
an ongoing cost.
But it's look.
So they just
Yeah, there's
like,
big money in funerals. Big. It's a massive, massive industry, and
We're always going to them.
yeah,
we seem to be.
Yes.
that's just one of those things.
But then, do you know what this goon does? I'm pointing at you, Tim.
Yeah.
Drinks out of one of the drink trough. You know, you push the button and you put your mouth up to the little water
You
fountain
know,
thing.
public drinking fountain.
yeah,
I had a little sippity sip.
that's a purpose-built drinking fountain. You're saying this goon
Drinking.
went and had a drink of water out
Yeah,
of a
it's
drinking fountain.
How very dare you?
It's a purpose-built herpes transmitter.
Yeah, as long as you don't touch your mouth on it. You know.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll remember that next time. I like to put my gob right around the top of it.
Yeah.
Have it spurt into my mouth.
Hey, I know it. I understand. Like, where was it? Where was it? Was it very public? It was in the funeral parlour.
Was
it
it
was to the side, so just at the mouth of the said trophy.
trophy
So
room?
it was
Yeah.
part of the funeral complex.
Yeah,
it's
it was
part of
there.
the
It's
complex.
maintained, but I still maintain that they're probably not getting maintained. And
This is it's becoming a very visual medium, but for you, that's one of the garden layouts
Oh yeah.
to Satan stars.
now you'll have to describe
Yes.
it.
To Satan stars.
So what is it? It's a map of the grounds, yeah.
All the garden beds and where to find Cheryl, where to find Beryl.
And the overhead view looks a lot like a satanic.
5-pointed star, inverted 5-pointed star.
I've got to say that did look quite satanic.
So if that's the if
Satan.
the Star of David is the two triangles inverted,
Yeah.
what's this one? Star of like
I'm not
Steve?
big, I can never remember the Satan one. Is it a 6-pointed star?
5-pointed.
5-pointed is Satan, and
inverted, but the other way around is supposed to be like
Star of David.
the holiest of holies. No, Star of David is two triangles, like the Jewish star.
So we're getting on religion again.
Yes, we are, aren't we?
But it was a very religious ceremony
Occasion? Yeah.
occasion. I think the priest did better than the priest at the royal wedding.
Right.
He kept to his script. It was moving. Love is love. I rolled a tear. He did well.
Yep.
Okay.
Did he go off book?
He did not go off book.
Good.
He,
Very
kept
on
it,
book.
He kept it tight. He kept it deep.
Yep.
I always do wonder about the. I didn't know the person, but here's a couple of things about them that I don't also know, and then they go into it. But
You got to line someone up
Well, we don't have parish priests.
anymore. Yeah, so they don't know the parishioners anymore.
We don't know. No parishioners go.
What else do you do when you die? Have you got any plans for yourself?
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
like what to make your
get
funeral
myself-
something special?
Get myself a nice suit. Lie down. Are you talking about me being dead?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
what's like you're saying, what you feel about the priest, and they just add a few just things to say.
I'd like a few gags.
Yeah,
I'd like.
there's
I'd
the
like
standard. There's a few
permission-
photos, all that sort of thing.
Permission to clap.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Clap
did. You
if you
did
want.
say that after a good
Eulogy
or farewell sort of speech.
Yep.
I don't mind a bit of the old.
Yeah.
Well
What I
done.
reckon would
Well
be good
done.
for you, Timmy Taco, is you get brought out in a coffin that looks similar to like a
Road
flight
case.
desk, a road case.
Yeah, yeah.
And it opens up. Get
Yep.
laid out. You get brought out. Put down in front of everybody, and then it opens up, and then you're wired up, Weekend at Bernie style.
That's
Flip
it.
out.
I flip out. Yeah.
Beats starts dropping. You're doing DMC champ routine.
Jeez, I'd like to rehearse for that because that'd be great if I didn't have to because it'd be great. But people coming up and just play with my deck.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I know a bloke who's a friend of the family who was quite well off, and he invested in his own hearse well before his death.
Yeah.
When he had no news of his impending death, just bought a hearse just in case, got personalised plates on it, and when he died,
what do you
bought
mean?
him out.
What do you mean?
Right.
Just in case.
I don't know.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
it's a
safe bet.
It's a safe bet.
It is.
It is,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, we're all going there.
It's not the best investment ever, but you only really get to use it properly once, I guess.
Yeah, they say you can't take it with you, but you can spend it on something to take you somewhere to when you.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm totally with you.
Yeah, and the other thing I don't understand about funeral homes is, and to mention a chain, is Le Pine. Is Le
The pine.
the Pine, as in the Pine box? You never thought of that?
Well, no, I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay, because didn't you send me a product the other week? Something scanned through your memory. Was that you that sent me that product that mentioned
Was
something?
it death related, funeral related?
Because I know. I went to the shops the other day and went to the discount section. Found myself in Dick's discount section, and right in between 2 packets of Nicorette quit cigarette gum was a tube of anisole. Anisole, or pronounced otherwise anisole, and it is a topical cream for
Your anus.
your anisole.
Yeah.
So, like, these names that they give things, it's very, very direct.
It's
Don't you
too
think?
direct, maybe.
I haven't sent you anything death related, but you've sent me something death related. It was a photo of a dead fox.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
we
When
did-
we talked
we did,
about the fox last week, well, I got rid of
doubt.
it. He's been gone for a week.
Yeah, the smell is gone.
No dramas.
Awesome.
But a lot of maggots.
Did you take the tail into the council for $30?
It was rancid. It was rancid.
No.
Jeremy did squish the head with it. No, you didn't squish the head. You moved it.
Yeah,
It made me go.
you freaked out.
I don't think I could handle watching a tail being cut off.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Well, I think when I go, try to keep me in one piece, not like the fox. Don't let me get to the maggot stage. But I would prefer spend the money on maybe a 3-piece band.
Yep.
Yep.
Going to come in a little jazz number or something like that. Doing some. It's going to be music related. And what I like best about a funeral is the slideshow at the end. It's that's what affects me the most. That's where and that's when the sum of your life is.
Can't you make the whole thing that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
the whole
song.
thing.
Then you play one of our full episodes of the Escape Pods.
Oh, everybody
I was
has to listen to
when
it.
I was the funniest.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, back in the day when you were the
Yeah.
funniest. Yeah, right.
so that's the first hour and 5,
Yep.
and then the 3-piece band comes back on. That's more non-traditional.
They play
funeral.
48
Non-tradition.
songs.
48 songs.
Yeah.
All my favourite playlists.
Yeah, of all time.
And basically, no one's allowed to leave until you've rolled a tear, because I'm going to collect all the tears.
Oh, I thought you were going to
Oh, yeah, and use
I
them
thought you were going to do.
It's currency at the pearly gates.
That's right. These
I
are all
thought you
tears
said-
I collected.
I thought it was going to be like a traditional Jeremy party method where halfway through you actually raise from the dead and say, "Oh, let's wrap it up. Let's go. Come on, get me in the ground. Come on, wrap it up."
That's right.
Yeah.
Just
Can we
quickly
go
adding,
yet?
like,
Can
all
I
right,
go yet?
um,
You're going, bro.
that episode's called Non-Tradish Weddings, and yep,
Yeah.
and yep, sweet. I've got to go. That was a good episode,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yep.
excellent, yeah.
All right, good to see you, boys.
Yeah, see you later.
Well, it's all on on record now that I've said.
Oh,
this
you've
is my
said it.
wishes,
Okay.
Oh, that's-
So do we
yeah.
play this episode
Sure.
at your funeral?
I'll just
what
give
do you
a
want to
little
say to
message.
everyone?
Well, thanks for coming for starters.
Oh, this is spooky.
Yeah.
Do you want to go? Do you want to?
Do we want to go there?
Do you want to go somewhere?
Why
Might as
not?
well. How did you die, Jeremy?
Well, I
Well, how
died-
did you die?
I died. I died at a very old age, happy, surrounded by my lovely family.
Okay.
That's
well,
lovely.
But that would mean that I'm one of the first to go.
It depends on who you consider your
I
family.
don't really want to be surrounded.
Yeah.
I want to last longer than all
You
these
died
scumbags.
being surrounded by your family. That's a lynching, isn't it?
But anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to my funeral, and
Boo! Can we go now?
This is dark though. This is
And,
dark. You've gone from talking about satanic funeral parlours to talking about our own funerals and predicting your own death, and this is dangerous. But
It is
that being
dangerous,
said,
right? Yeah, how are you going?
hopefully you die somewhat in the future, and technologies are involved. Talking about the slideshow, I'd like my slideshow to be interactive.
I like it.
Let's
I
go VR. You know what I mean?
you can have one last hug.
You know,
can
yeah,
have one
VR.
Okay, because it's funny, and I don't mean to cut. Have you got more?
It's like one big VR bukkake session. I'm in the middle, and
that's
anyone
right.
can attend.
And we've all got to put on those VR masks and
Yeah.
watch it. You can't.
Well, it's a silent
Can't look
disco,
away.
and I'm on a podium,
But-
ripping good moves.
Will you
Okay.
be doing any of your singer-songwriting numbers at it?
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
I'm
like a
not
little
really-
VR.
How
Oh,
many?
yeah.
play.
How many?
Yeah,
Ding, ding,
48.
ding.
Yep. Just what you were saying right there is a man in Silicon Valley, a billionaire, who's 32. I don't know how the fuck he got to be a billionaire at 32, but nevertheless,
Yes.
he paid a company $10,000 to kill him and preserve his brain and then upload it to a computer. He wants to be...
You know what? That seems very cheap for that sort of a
It is very cheap, isn't it?
product.
I thought a hit was like $15,000 these
The hit
days.
alone, but he wants his consciousness uploaded to the internet.
Yeah.
That's
Pay
gonna
more.
cost million. Wait, wouldn't they say that's going to cost billions of dollars?
That's like
That's right.
you.
how much is he in for?
He's in for 10G.
Oh, so that's the hit and like 1 terabyte of information.
Yeah, that's
I
it.
want-
Like what's going to happen? Is it going to be like 256 megs?
That's right.
It's like you've got Frogger and you've got Pitfall in your head.
So I'm my
To
accounts
Atari
here. I've
games.
got you down for 9.5 for the hit. With what was left over, I went down to Office Works. And
Yeah.
I got myself a hard drive.
A memory stick.
I don't know what you was gonna fit on that.
And then on the 8 gig, all you get is like the real base level shit.
Yeah, well, for $5,000, we can get you a memory stick, and we can put a photo of your brain on the memory stick on the outside, stick it to it, right?
That's what he's getting.
That's what he's getting for that money
And when you
because
get
he owes them $5,000 for the hit because he's it's $10,000, $15,000 for a hit.
Now, when it is uploaded to the new body, what would you reckon he might sound like, Tim?
What? Really? What would he sound like? I am a brain, do as I say. No,
Okay.
no, you put me on the spot there. But
That was good.
so upload. He wants
Fake
to
news?
live on digitally. He wants to live digitally forever. So it's like I want it to be. If I had uploaded myself to the internet and I was available. This is at that particular time. I was available on all platforms like MySpace and
So you're
Ask Jeeves,
Yeah.
and those kind of things. How long until your brain data is just obsolete? Nobody's using your brain.
Yeah, and even with enhancements, there's only so much you can do with
are you gonna
the
do with
raw, the first videotapes. Even
Yeah.
with the technology of today, to try to make it look good, i.e., I'm looking at you, George Lucas, Star Wars, still looks phony.
So we download his images and dreams and wants and needs, and then we binge watch it one night, and we've done Gary.
So is
who's
it
next? Like who?
So
are
he
we
just
watching?
wants it recorded. Does he want to? Does he want to exist within the internet? Does he want to be conscious?
So in the hope that one day he will be uploaded to a computer. So basically, he just wants to die, and he's happy with his brain sitting in a
Okay.
jar.
I think there's a better way to do
So
it.
he's
I
doing
think-
the Walt Disney on a different tangent.
I think he just wants to die.
Yeah. Well, he's
Is it
got a
Walt-
death wish. That's for
This-
sure.
Walt Disney's hand, they say, not his head.
Right.
That's what I heard.
Have you seen My Science Project? Or is it Weird Science?
Is that it?
Yeah. Where the dudes get like, I want her to have. They're trying to build the perfect woman on their computer,
Yeah.
and they
Yep.
get the legs of such and such, the brain of Einstein.
That is weird science.
That is
Yep.
Weird Science. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what this guy should be doing. He, instead of trying to upload his brain, he should be putting as much information about himself on the internet. Do podcasts, get your personality on there, take photos, footage. So then, in the future, like Star Trek times, they often do this on the holodeck. You know, they'll build Einstein just
Yeah.
from what they know from books and what his
From
personality
everything, right.
was,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
that's how they live on.
But
That's how
that
you
would be
keep
a
going.
fundamental
Know what I'm saying?
replication.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a vessel for him to re-exist in.
Well, that's the start. That's the first 50 years. Get all the information down, and then right at the end, just before you're going to go off the perch, then you do the download in the new terabytes.
Just
the new
before you
bits.
die, you read an encyclopedia from start to end, so that when you get uploaded, then people can find you on a internet search or something. So they type in, how do African giraffes
Okay, yeah.
live? And it will go to Gary's brain and pull it out because that's the most fresh information from the encyclopedia. See where I'm going with this?
I'm saying it, but
Well, if you stopped looking at me the entire time I was saying it, I wouldn't have felt so bad about
I
saying
think he's
it.
got
trying
it
to make
wrong.
eye contact with the guy over here.
He was like staring me down going, what?
I was staring you down.
Where?
We're doing a podcast.
What-
We're having a conversation.
Yeah,
Where do you look?
Where are you taking this
By the
Tim?
way, you're not leaving my funeral until you cry at least one fucking
Okay.
tear, man. I'm telling you that.
I'll be bringing the old squirt bottles.
You look over this guy at a funeral. He's bloody.
Yawning. I did yawn a few times.
He's just thinking about how much better his funeral is going to be with its turntables.
This is weekend at Bernie's funeral. Yeah.
But the other thing is, you just don't want fragments of your memories to find their way out of the program if you upload
Like
your brain
your
to the
dark
program.
side.
Like when I die, Jeremy, delete my
Browser history.
Browser history. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
So-
like your browser history getting out times 20,000.
Yeah,
That's
at
right.
At least 20,000.
Remember that time? We do, because we're looking right
Seen
at it. But yeah, there you go. Silicon Valley billionaire. Prick. He's not paying enough.
There's a lot of stuff going on in Silicon Valley. There's a ABC special on at the moment. Something about Silicon Valley in the title.
Okay.
But it's a lot of space stuff.
Yep.
I've been noticing over the last week or so. Brian Cox, the physicist, he's doing these stargazing stuff
Yep.
on ABC. There's been talk of Australian satellites being launched, and
Yep.
big moves towards space over the last month. I mean, over the last 12 to 24 months. But
What do you make of it? What do you think?
I think they're just prepping us. They're getting us ready for this next 10 years.
It's a desensitisation sort of a thing.
Yes.
Space has been big in the media on and off throughout history, especially, obviously around the moon landing and things like that. There's obviously speculation within and without this room that may have been used for political purposes.
Yes.
But what do you think it is now? Like, obviously, I think that the space race or space travel has always been a real nationalistic thing. I think it promotes a lot of patriotism, and it makes people really, get behind things that are bigger than them, like their governments.
I think it's very important to explore.
But
just
Explore,
Yes,
exploit.
go on. Sorry.
Yeah.
well, now it's not so national. Now that there's a lot of corporations launching a lot of, in the space game, and it gets it's quite public that it's a
Well,
corporate thing.
that's what I was going to ask. It's NASA isn't in charge of it anymore. Oh,
They've got their thing.
they got their thing, and then there's
But then Elon
there's-
Musk has got
yeah,
his thing.
what's his name? Virgin.
Virgin guy, and there's another one of the
Branson.
richest dudes in the world. He's an American guy. He's got his own space program going. He actually does that rocket landing on itself. You know that Elon Musk rocket that lands
Space dock.
space docking.
Yeah.
He's got that shit as well. So I think what's happening is more and more there's more sci-fi, there's more space movies. They're playing shitty space movies on TV more and more often, and it's to warm us up because these billionaires have invested trillions of dollars on
So
this
we got to want to
idea.
go to space.
We got to be cool with that. We got to want to do it. We got to trust it
Yep.
because that's the next big thing.
And we don't need wealth distribution on this lonely planet that we're on. We need it siphoned into
Every
very
planet.
expensive projects
Yeah.
to get us off this planet.
Yeah, and just to give you a brief idea of how much materials and minerals are up in space, like in asteroids and whatnot, they said on this documentary that in our asteroid belt there's enough metal to build an 8,000 story tower. Let's just say,
Yeah.
which like the base of that would cover the entire Earth.
Why would you want to build an 8,000 story tower?
Yeah. It's funny what they come up with, isn't it? I reckon we could build a giant bridge that goes from nowhere, goes around itself. It's just like a big plank around the world.
Yeah, it's like how many Olympic swimming pools worth of water. It's
That's
something we
right.
can-
That's
we
right.
can get
How
our
many
head around.
how many horses does it take to get a rocket to go up?
You know, a million. But you've been in an elevator. You know what going up 4 stories is. So when you say 8,000 stories,
Yeah, that's
right, that's a long way up.
Yep.
And if you've got to think about how you're going to build it. Sure enough, you know about all this with the footings and the
Foundations for
Foundations.
high rises, nonetheless.
you need to, if you're going to build this 8,000 story thing, you need to build it the foundations over the earth. You know what I'm saying?
okay. That's going to go over a couple of countries.
Yeah, like all of them.
Yeah, there won't be any sun under that building either.
So what you're saying is
So no more
space
big
exploration,
shadows.
because there's a lot of promotion about the fact that it's, our planet might not be able to sustain us, which it won't. Inevitably, our sun will die, and we will have to move on. Then and all the taxes we paid will mean nothing. But there has to there's a lot of promotion of the fact that it is about that we to make our species survive. But what you're saying is that it's a resource based.
Yeah, it's about getting us used to the idea of being explorers. Let's get out there because what we're going to need up there is workers to mine these.
Oh, so there's work up there.
asteroids. There's heaps of work up there. There's
Ah,
a
sweet.
shitload of work.
So I think we should be cloning people that can survive in space, send them up, or drones, or
Avatars. Robots that we control from here.
Transhumanism.
avatars.
Avatars.
It's integration of our cells
Get
with
them to
technology.
build it. Get them to build the space stations and whatnots.
No doubt it will. It's unrealistic for our species to be considered space travellers. We'll only be successful space travellers if we adopt transhumanism, or the other option is...
I've got to stop you there, short enough. I think we'll be travellers, but we won't be explorers.
No.
You might get to this, or we might get to the stage in this room that if it becomes cost effective, I might be able to afford $100,000 one day to go up in space for 3 minutes and then come back down to Earth.
Okay. Yep.
But as far as getting a job at the mines,
Yep.
in the Kuiper Belt or whatever, yeah, it's a bit far off for us, the likes of us.
Yeah.
But do you want to hear what they're advertising during?
Yes.
So all this space stuff, and because I'm taking my notes at home.
That's good.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
What's
throat's I'm
your
very
notes?
throaty.
Of course you do.
This is ready his nose. It's the bus drives around.
What colour scales does your lizard have?
Blue tongue. Tim, stop eating.
Talk.
Okay.
It's Toblerone.
Okay, so they were playing on 9Go because I'm stuck with like free to wear. The Stargate movie, the original.
The OG.
Yeah, and that's
Kurt
all
Russell, I believe.
Yes,
Was
correct.
it really?
Correct.
Oh, and then he was replaced by what's his name?
MacGyver.
MacGyver.
Yep.
So basically, in that movie, the government has a secret budget, and they've been spending trillions of dollars on this Stargate program. ancient technology that it opens up wormholes and you can go from here to there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gateways to other worlds.
So that's prepping us for like what they're actually doing, because there is a black budget and no one knows where the money goes, and it's trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars.
right.
Yep.
So I'm saying there could be a Stargate out there
For
somewhere.
realsies.
For
Okay.
realsies. That's
Could be a
that's what
Stargate
I'm
2,
saying.
Electric Boogaloo,
Yeah.
Star Trek.
But
3.
if you want to do like chase the money, like you chase who's behind it all and who's going to profit from it, I'll tell you who. The people who are advertising during the ads of Stargate.
Oh, right, yep.
Okay, so I wrote them all down.
Okay, good.
All right. So we got it's at 9 o'clock, 9:01. Right.
And 30 seconds.
Yeah, we had, and this is all in. This is 3 minutes worth of ads. We had a real estate ad, a coffee ad, a casino, home loans, food. So it was a McDonald's ad or something. Insurance, car and home, sports event,
Uh-huh.
Coke, car with finance, and then back to the show at 9:04.
Okay.
First set of ads. I'm not going to go through
Every ad.
every ad because that's.
They all sound like very commercial companies.
Yeah.
Then we've got 9:28. Now there was more ads in between here. Trust
Sure.
me. Ad for 9Go, young Sheldon, who's a physicist.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So-called physicist.
Yeah. Then a banking ad, a medicine ad, bank again, personal home loans, another Crown Casino, health insurance, a travel, home insurance, McDonald's, new car, Stargate, and that was 3 minutes worth of ads. So they're really like,
So they're sending a Tesla into space. So that's
oh,
space then.
you know that conspiracy theory is that Elon Musk is an evil genius, and he did the perfect murder. He murdered someone and
Put
then
it
he
in
put
the-
it,
put it in the trunk.
Put it in
yeah.
the trunk. Oh no, he's driving. There's a guy behind that Tesla that's flying to Mars.
Yeah,
at the
apparently.
moment.
So they say it's a dead person.
Well,
Wait,
that's,
That would be up there.
there's,
Say
a,
that,
there's a dummy, right? Tesla launched that car into space.
yeah,
put him
and
in a
there's
spacesuit.
a driver in it.
Yeah. Well, it's not a real
Well,
driver.
a dummy driver.
It's a
A
dummy,
dummy driver.
So that's going to be a shock for whoever.
Well, it's in a spacesuit.
Okay,
But,
still
but they're saying
scary,
there's
man.
someone like really
There's
behind
a
it.
really, really dead
It would
man.
make sense, though, because they're going to open the spacesuit go, oh, this organism's all made of, they look like mannequins out of Sears.
yeah.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? They'd be like,
Let's
oh, that's
destroy
right, they're
them.
plastic. I know their weakness.
Yeah, let's
Hammers.
destroy them. Yeah,
You know.
that's it.
But it would make sense. But that if that is the case, that would be up there with the conspiracy that I heard someone. Do you know that the outer Melbourne fun park, Gunbuyer Park,
Yes, now
well aware.
I
Yeah.
said this to someone
and
3 days ago.
So there's a giant peacock out the front, a big peak. I think it's been replaced with a new one recently with the upgrade of the park, which I haven't checked out, which I should. But
Yeah, it's gone by a world now.
oh right. But
Moving
back
on.
in the day, I heard a story that there was in the giant peacock out the front, somebody murdered somebody, the person that constructed the peacock, as Elon Musk had constructed his SpaceX car. When they constructed the peacock, they had the body in the peacock.
Oh my
Now,
god!
I said this theory to Cam in the car to work the other day. Told him all about it. He's like, oh, I want to go down to Gunbuyer World. I'm like, in the Peacock, blah, blah, blah. He'd never heard of it.
No.
He's Melbourne, my Melbourne. But did they renovated it? There was no body in there, right?
Oh, I don't know if it's been confirmed or not.
Okay. But yeah, I did hear that.
That's a good
urban
link
myth.
back to the ads, right? All those ads are in 3 minutes, and I can't remember one of them. There was nothing that stood out. It was like, man, that was a sick ad. I remember the Gunbuyer Park theme song. Gunbuyer
Sick.
Park is a place to be. Gunbuyer Park full of fantasy.
Yes, was rest.
I don't know. But, it was there.
It was there.
in my brain somewhere.
Okay. And being bought out by big Chinese business moguls
Oh,
that have
no.
done it up and
Made it better and-
made it into a fun
and
park.
created some
Slides
jobs,
and-
yeah.
Made it
slides and-
functional.
Yeah.
Well, that's
made
good.
something. I
Damn
think
those overlords.
They had those,
Doing all that good shit.
they
for
had
us all
the
time.
the toboggan slide
yeah.
thing there. You'd
Very
sit in a
dangerous.
little- Is it?
At least they're building Gunbuyer Park here. Like I've heard recently, they're taking some islands in the Philippines and they've just built army bases.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple.
Yeah, the Philippine army has was it Philippines? That they've got one derelict
Oh, yeah.
ship that they've sunk on this reef, and it's got like a crew of like 25 permanent dudes. The ship doesn't move. It's sunk. It's just in the reef, and they have to stay on it. There's no air conditioning, and you got to get water brought out to it, because the second that they leave those waters, the Chinese ship that's over in the horizon watching them is going to zoom in, set anchor, and claim the territory.
What do you mean?
That's exactly what I just said.
So what? They can't claim it if someone's
Well,
in
if the
dock.
Philippine Navy is
are
sitting
there.
there, even if the ship isn't moving, man, we're going right over the map in this episode.
We sure
aren't
are. Yeah.
Apparently,
We
it's
really
a-
must go.
I mean, obviously, there's some kind of the movements going on, but it's for fish. They eat a lot of fish
Yeah.
in China, and they need more fish.
Yeah,
Billion
okay.
people with an insatiable appetite for
fish.
sushi.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's
They
totally
love their
spectacular.
fish. So have I got anything news stories that ties in with that? No, I don't.
I don't think
but,
we need anything else to tie in.
Oh, I've got tonnage here.
Oh, let's go again.
I'm 100% sure it was Bigfoot. He's been spotted again.
Excellent.
The train pulled up at somewhere in England and
In England,
somewhere in England. We're over in merry old England land world. And the train's...
typical fucking Tottenham.
Typical. Look at this hairy bastard. Is that Bigfoot? No, it's me mother. So they were stopped at on the tracks, and they could see across the field. And in the field, this woman filmed what looked like a Bigfoot, but
Sure enough.
in
Wow.
Britain.
Nah.
So
No.
I don't think so.
Bigfoot's not.
He's not there.
They got the
big
Loch
jackets.
Ness up there.
They got those big puffer jackets.
Yeah.
From a distance, that would look like a big foot man.
Big hairy guy. Definitely a
Surely
hairy
it's
guy.
too dense for something like that to grow. But they love their mysteries. I've heard that there's a new, just down south in Scotland, they're reigniting testing in the loch where Loch Ness Monster was found. They've got new ways to test DNA. Apparently, in bodies of water, anything that's lived in there, as it passes through the water, it leaves traces of its own DNA through, skin follicles and hairs and
Jizz.
Faces.
jizz. Exactly, yeah. And these sort of things, and they can, just by taking bits of the water and things out of the ground, they can test what's been in there over the years. So they should, what they're going to do is they're going to test all the locks in the area and see if there's anything that pops up in that lock where the Loch Ness Monster is supposedly found that's any different to any of the other locks.
So I wonder, because all water is millions and millions of years old, right?
Created
Isn't
in the
it?
Big Bang, I'm assuming,
Apparently.
yeah.
So
No new water.
when they test that, is there this is we're going to test this for the last 30 years when Loch Ness was spotted, or are they going to go, there's a dinosaur in this? There's a fucking... this is like the pool of life. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, there's a guy skinny dipping in this.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah.
No, Tim.
Is that Barry's butthole?
Factual and philosophical.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How big is a lock? No, I know that none of you guys have any answers.
it's like a big lake, but is it?
Hold up. What do you mean you know that none of us guys have any answers?
Oh, I gave you one straight there. It's a way of pronouncing lake, but with an accent.
Oh,
Lock,
makes sense.
lock,
Is it though?
lock. I'm Sean Connery.
But is it?
Yeah.
Is that the lock down there?
That's one for next week. But is it?
But is it? But is it? Yeah. So I think there was a sighting of Loch Ness.
All right, where do you
Very
sit
recently.
on this guy? I don't think we've gone down conspiracy corner with Sean enough.
Well,
have we?
we did
Well,
when
it's a big corner.
when
I know, but
Danos first got in here. We pop quizzed him about his belief in ghosts.
Getting to
or,
bro you.
Yeah. So let's start at the top of the list. So work our way down to aquatic sea monsters.
Yeah, sure.
Just give us what you're Sean or not Sean on. Ghosts.
I'm not sure on ghosts.
Okay. So no believing or
Hey,
you never had a-
I've never had it presented to me. A couple of strange experiences, but no, I've never seen a ghost.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
fair
don't think
enough.
I've seen.
I think you're willing to see a ghost,
Oh,
but you haven't.
if one was in front of me, you know, and
What
I
does
wasn't.
what does your scientific mind say?
My scientific mind says that maybe that there are other wavelengths of energy coexisting that we might not be equipped to perceive or understand.
I like that.
Thinning of the veil.
Yeah, and
Like we can't say infrared, but it's there.
ghoulish, bluish style, physical recreations of what they were. I don't know about that.
Okay. What about all right, UFOs? UFOs? You ever seen one? Ever heard of one?
I've actually seen something which was unexplainable.
Okay.
Wasn't too descriptive either,
Yeah.
so I couldn't rule it out. But it was definitely what was an unidentified flying object.
Yep.
It wasn't identifiable in the sense that I could see at detail, but it was definitely in the sky. It was definitely moving in ways that I wouldn't say were seemed natural as far as I was concerned. As
Beyond
far as
our physics. Or
beyond our
no,
physics or
yeah.
technology.
See,
yeah.
because now you got your drones. So if
was
you
well,
ever see
was
anything
well
in the sky,
pre-drone. Yeah.
Yeah, because we used to go, oh, it's a plane or it's a helicopter. It's not a plane. It's not a helicopter. But now, is it a drone? And chances are, if it's moving like that and doing weird things and hovering, yes, it is. So
Yeah.
do they release these things so that we...
You release the drone, so there's another way to
Stargate?
say
This,
it's a drone.
This it probably couldn't have been a drone. It moved in ways that were
Okay.
unlike drone as well. It was deep space. It was a bit further away, sort of satellite region.
You got one too?
I was going to say Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Nah, I don't know about that. Could be, but big everything.
Secret deep space programs. Government spending on things.
Black
Black
holes.
ops. Black ops.
Black ops.
What sort of black
hole.
ops? Yeah,
Off-world spending.
Definitely.
Project Bluebeam. Stargate.
MK Ultra. Mind
MK
control.
Ultra. yeah.
MK Ultra is an actual thing. They try to.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Okay.
But no doubt,
Okay, all
no
right,
doubt.
JFK.
Oh, no, what you got to say is you roll that into New World Order.
Oh,
So
yeah.
everything that has to do with the government and the banking system and
Assassinations.
and the control of popular belief, we'll call that New World Order. Blanket
Okay,
it.
all right.
Roll all those into
Roll it all into one, mate.
um,
Because we got to
We got to get to Loch Ness Monster.
yeah, all
gotta
right.
get
New
to
World
Loch
Order.
Ness
Yeah,
Monster.
sweet. Yep.
Done. And
Loch Ness
Loch Ness
Monster.
Monster.
Nah. Well, maybe I don't know. No,
Okay.
don't know.
That's
It's a really big fish, if anything, or a leftover from bygone time.
Yeah, so
Great.
the fact that it's always been a thing and they think it could still be kicking around now, I think is unlikely. A big old weird thing could have existed back in the day,
Yeah,
left over from prehistoric times,
definitely.
maybe.
I'll give you a this is a it's the news multiple choice. What
Okay.
would you prefer to hear about?
North,
East.
West?
south.
That's
It's
the news.
Is it? Would you prefer to hear about the 114-year-old carousel for $180,000, or a update in the Zodiac serial killer?
Whoa, is
No,
that
I think
still
we've gone
going?
dark enough.
Yeah, let's lift it up a
lift
bit.
it up. Let's go with the carousel.
Okay, great. And then we'll get to that other one. Man buys disused 114-year-old carousel for $180,000.
Yeah, you said
That's
that.
Right. Yep. Then claims the bid was a mistake. So he was on the internet bidding system watching the actual thing. And there must have been the auction, and there must have been a tab there like not
place your
commit to
bet
buy
now.
or bid or buy or watch or.
We don't know how it works.
Well, he got taken for a bit of a ride, didn't he?
I see what you did there. Sure enough.
Jesus,
He did it.
Christ. Get the fuck out of here.
He accidentally clicked on,
Toblerone.
he accidentally clicked on the button when he went to close his browser while bidding on several items at the same time. So he didn't just buy that; he bought a few other things as well. Clickety click click. But I watched. There was a video footage of it, and there was like 150 people there at this auction. It was like they were selling off all the old play equipment, fun park stuff from the classic fun park, and so everybody's like really hyped up. That was the pick of the day, and nobody else bid. He got one bid, and they've got we've got an internet bid.
One bid, because I was going to say, I could just
like-
call up the other guy and go, "Do you want it for like $1,000 less.
No, it's
On
not
the
like
last
eBay
bid.
when you bid and it goes up $1 and you get it for $1 more. No, you get it for what you bid for. So he's gone 100. I don't know how. I think that because I said we'll start it at 180,000,
Over
and he's
here.
gone. I'm fucking out of here. Click, and he bought it.
And then he would have been out
And
of
then
it.
they fully announced it. Oh, we've sold it, and everyone's like, "Yeah, great. That's beautiful. That's great."
It's crazy.
So it dated back to 1904, which is
You did say that.
114 years.
That's when all the good carousels are built.
Yeah.
Former Pleasure Island theme park.
When do you reckon, carousel-wise, the heyday of the carousel? What year would you? Because you say, Dad,
I'd say 1900s.
1910, 15 is the last good carousel ever built.
Yeah, all the famous ones
Before
are
the
around
First War.
Yeah, when it was pretty glorious. They never really come back from there. The only ones you can find are they're refurbished.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were trying to do with this auction here. You get an old one, you refurbish it, you put it in your...
It would be
so-
worth, if he
Yep.
did it up,
Your
it'd be
Luna
worth
Park,
$1 million. But anyway,
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
However, the bidder, after he claimed it was all a mistake, was landed with the bill on top of it all. So 100,000. Did I say pounds?
I don't know.
Is that euros or pounds? That one now. That's pounds.
That's a pound.
I believe
So-
it always has been.
Yeah.
So he had to pay an extra £245,000 on top of that, with various taxes and fees added on, and you know what I mean. And Mr. Vince said, despite the alleged error made by the bidder, he insisted that the sale is legally binding and you have to pay it, motherfucker. So
Well, that's the price you pay if you're getting it onto that website.
that is the price you pay, and £245,000 more.
Because you know what, with this internet business, back in the day, if you went to an auction, any movement, if
Yeah,
you
that's
sneeze, put your hand up,
Oh,
we
it
got you
counts.
sarged.
Yeah,
we got
we
him
got him
sarged.
sarged.
Now, on the internet, we need rules.
Yep.
If you accidentally bid, it's stiff titties.
Tough titties.
Yep.
Stiff
Tucker.
So
competition.
he's paid for it. It's all paid for.
I don't know.
Does he
just
have
has to.
300
And that
grand?
was the end of the story.
Never knew. What about I was just thinking today. What do we care how much money movies make?
Yeah, what do
Yeah,
you
I
care?
don't know, man.
What, how much
I don't
does
know.
it
It's
cost?
always a thing like this. Every week, it's like this movie did this at the box office. It's like give a fuck, and every week, but it's still a thing. Like it's a big thing. This movie made this much, and people get into it.
Well, Black
That's
Panther
it.
made
The
like
most.
$1 billion or whatever.
Did you watch it?
Did you see it?
Yeah,
a billion
no.
or whatever.
Who saw it? And then, like,
No,
a week
I fell
later,
asleep.
the Avengers comes out, broken all the records from Black Panther.
Oh yeah,
And it's
smash
like,
cake.
who
Yeah.
saw that after Black Panther? Like, because I got 1 to 2 movies per year at the theatre. You know what I'm saying?
Max after Star Wars? Let me see.
Well, you got your Star Wars, then you got your Han Solo coming out today.
Yeah,
Like, what's going on?
you didn't say today, did you?
Oh, it's this week or something.
Is it?
Mm.
They're not doing it in December, eh?
No, because December's the main story, and then your half year.
No, they're doing the main story every 2 years. I think you find.
Well, that comes out at Christmas, and your side
This is
stories
madness.
comes out.
all right. So should we top and tail with the royal wedding?
Yeah.
So back to the news, back to the royal wedding. Harry and Meghan or Meghan?
Meghan.
Meghan.
Congratulations, Harry and Meghan. On
not
You said that
Meghan.
very fast.
Congratulations,
Meghan?
Harry and Meghan.
Because it's
Meghan.
the kind of thing that you say that to somebody, you go, and this is Harry and this is Meghan. It's actually Meghan.
Yeah. Champagne. It's actually champagne.
Okay. Sepultura. It's actually Sepultura.
Yeah, is it?
do you know that
Is it Tim?
Mila is pronounced Miller?
Is it?
You said that last week.
We did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that. Is that a dishwasher story?
Yeah.
So they've done some commemorative plates.
Yeah.
One of the plates had, instead of a picture of Harry, it had a picture of that other redhead dude, the musician guy. What's his name?
Harry Shears.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whether they've scoured the internet and got the wrong picture, but then claimed, no, it's a joke. It's a joke because all redhead dudes are the same.
Oh, they look the same, do they?
Yeah.
They look the same to us.
Are you saying us, as
Yes.
in us gingers?
Yes.
We don't call each other gingers.
Oh, really?
No. We've got red hair.
So you don't have a code.
No, we prefer follically challenged.
Follically challenged.
Yes, it's we're going to be on the list of politically correct people soon.
Soon enough, man.
Rise up.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Rise up.
Everybody
Are you-
is going to be
what
on
are
the
you
list.
Rising up
I'm
for?
rising up.
You're blonde.
I'll shave the head.
No,
I'll
if
get
you
rid of the
shave
hair
it-
tat.
If he shaves his beard, he's no longer a red.
I'm keeping the red beard. I'll get rid of the ponytail.
Oh, you're going to
and
pull
so
the
it
fakey.
looks like I'm.
Yeah.
You can still pull it off if you want. But talking about getting onto the politically correct list or whatever you were saying, everybody is... Have you seen lately in the news that several councils around Melbourne trying to become or promote gender-neutral stances in all the schools?
Really?
Yeah, like pulling out the use of the word boys and girls.
What are we then?
Like I read it as a way to promote gender neutrality and in a hope to curb domestic violence in future generations.
I don't know. I feel like bashing someone.
That's right.
The system does not work.
That's
I just
right.
want to bash the people that come up with the rules.
Something else that's going down in the schools, actually, change the subject, is
High schools?
They're high schools bringing in or allowing sniffer dogs
Oh, God.
to go through schools.
No. Stop.
Could you think of anything more
stop.
scary?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
I see that
Anything
shit
more
at a
scary.
gig.
Yeah.
I
Don't do
walk
it at
in,
gigs
clean
either.
it as a whistle. I
Of
walk
course.
into a gig, I see a dog, and I panic.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
right.
what they want.
It's like when you're driving and you see the lights behind her, and we got him, Sarge.
We got him. What did
So
I
you know
do?
you're done.
But let's just very quickly with because we're often on the
Just got to say while we're on that subject, sorry, compulsory for public schools, not compulsory for private schools.
Ah, yeah.
compulsory.
Compulsory. Anyway,
Compulsory.
moving on.
Yeah, okay.
We have been saying a lot lately about we got him, Sergeant. We've been giving the police a bit of shtick of late.
Yeah.
But when you need them, Tim.
Yep.
When you need them,
They're not there.
They're always there. And now, what happened with the update with Trevor?
I've got a video to show you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just
I'd
a
like
quick update.
Quick update. Went down to the cops
Yeah.
because the car's been violated again.
It's been keyed.
Yeah. Several times.
Yeah.
Like badly. It's
now
quite obvious.
Really?
Now it's on his route.
Do you think he's heard the podcast?
Is it route or route? I don't think so. So I've gone. Oh, well, look, enough is enough. Sure enough. I went down to the cops and showed them the video, told them the story, and they said basically if they start an investigation, if I press a charge, and they start an investigation, they've got to give him all the evidence, all the statements, and everything relating to it, so that he's up to date with the investigation.
What he's being charged
Is that what they
with.
do?
Is that how a sting works?
I don't think so. No, we're watching you.
Is that how the
Here's a
justice system
photo.
works?
It's like we're watching you with the photo. Now here's a photo I just took. What do you think of that? Yeah, no.
I thought that only happens like that if the cops were on his payroll.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
Give
know.
me that information
That's
there,
right.
Dino.
Just so you know, Taco's been down here talking about you.
Get this guy a pair of cement shoes over here. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's. I want to know who's fucking me.
Yeah.
I want to see the evidence of who's fucking me.
Yeah, I want to turn around and see it.
Yeah.
Assuming that it's that.
If you're getting if
side.
you're being accused of something, I want to know who said it.
This is actually
Who said it? Because he doesn't like me.
Yeah, and I'm going to scratch his fucking car.
Yeah.
I think if this is the local law enforcement version of the upsell. Because if they show them the information, it's probably going to inflame the situation. It's probably
That's
going to
what I
lead to heavier charges that might stick.
Yeah, okay.
An assault from one of you.
that
One of you.
that we can visit you on, but there's scratchity car stuff and letting yourself onto my premises, and we've got video footage of it. I'll show you later.
Yeah. It's like
Not trespassing. She said he could have been borrowing a cup of sugar.
Well, that's true.
Like a cup of sugar would do the trick. That's a reference back to
It's a lot like it's a lot
coin.
like the council when you called up for the fox retrieval. It was like we won't come on your property, and then you said, "But what if I put it on your nature strip?"
They went, oh, there's a loophole.
That's an upsell, and that's what you're saying the cops want to do. They want you to bring it out on the nature strip.
Yeah, they want me to take it out. Yeah, bring it out on the street. Take it to the streets.
Take it to the streets. Someone punch someone.
Yeah, something that shows up in the stats.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because, That's right.
Yeah, talking
simple
to.
vandal.
Yeah. If they go down there and
vandalism.
have a simple talking to him and everything just peters out. And
It's a
everything.
waste of their time.
What a
They
waste.
can't arrest.
What a waste.
It's true.
What a waste.
It's a waste of resources.
It's not exciting.
So the other advice she gave me was, she said, just go down and pay him a visit and have a chat with him. I went, so
Escalate it. Escalate it.
can I
you
kill
know,
him? Sure, we'll come over for
There's
that.
several ways to look at that. Discussing your problems like adults, 1-to-1,
Yep.
i.e., man to man. That not necessarily consider it to be, too much of an outlandish idea. But like you say, this guy's is a different character. He's a different specimen.
He's a Trevor.
I've had two.
He's a Trevor. If he was someone you could have a discussion with, man to mano,
Man to Amano.
he wouldn't be snaking you and just keying your car behind your back every chance he
Yeah,
gets.
he's
So,
snaking me, dogging me, and he's ratting me.
yeah, and it is a criminal offence. You can't deface somebody's property, so
No,
that should
so
be dealt
here's
with.
what I wanted to do. Here's what I wanted to do. Two things. Throw a dead fox over his fence. That was the first one.
Yep.
That everybody said. Just check it over that.
You should throw a dead fox head over his fence.
That's it. Put it in his bed, like what's the name?
Yeah, the Godfathers.
The Goodfellas, the God guys. And his mother's got one of those little zippity doodah,
Goodfellas.
jazzy,
Goodfellas?
tiny. Yeah, I think so.
One of them.
Godfather.
Yep.
Zippity doodah jazz mini cars.
Yeah.
And I want to just go and flip it on its roof.
Yeah.
In the driveway.
Put a big scratch with a 10-cent piece.
No,
on it.
flip the whole car
Yeah,
over.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. There's a little update. Trevor.
I don't want to see the violence escalate.
No.
Well, I think it's going to.
Yeah.
Because it's,
So do I.
well, not necessarily the violence, but I think this saga will continue.
I think it's going to continue.
I'm starting to like it.
And you know what? I can't wait to hear the next installment next week on
On-
Turnstyle Records presents the Escape Pod.
Oh, okay, cool. It's a clean out.
It is.
It is. Oh, there's the music coming up.
I
Is
can
that what
hear
you
it. I
smell?
can smell it.
Excellent. All right. So, yeah, I'm Timmy Taco.
I'm Jezbot. We're all clearing our throats.
And I'm Sean Enough.
Goodbye.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. The ship will self-destruct in exactly 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Who are you? One pod left. And the three of us.
The escape pod. The escape pod.
What if there are droids in the escape pod? The sensors wouldn't pick them up.
Escape pod sounds really nice.
Well, boys, it's a very lovely ship. I think you should look out. Goodbye.